don't understand why Nords distrust magic. Magic is an incredible tool, allowing us to achieve fantastic things. Refusing to use it is frankly stupid. Why would you put yourself in such a disadvantage?
Remy, on me! No, you go on ahead. I'll cover you.
I cannot rescue you.
That's all you got?
Brace the monster.
Let's keep moving. I'm going to check that out.
There you are.
You'll
Time to end this one, man.
This looks promising.
Yes, definitely early Akaviri stonework here.
We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
It's like being able to talk to someone, but without the risk of them becoming angry or sad.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for Dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom. Yes, that's it. The symbol on the pillar on the left. Given that Skyhaven Temple was sealed against the return of the Dragonborn, I will try turning all the pillars to that symbol.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way.
Wait!
Why are you stopping?
We should be careful here. See these symbols on the floor?
Esbern's right. Look like pressure plates.
Be careful. We'll cross once it's safe.
Looks safe now. Let's move.
Yes, yes. I think we must be close to the entrance.
Wonderful. Remarkably well preserved, too. Ah, here's the blood seal. Another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look
Esbern's
here.
probably right.
You see how the ancient blades revered Reman
Carved
Cyrodiil?
seal on the floor.
I've actually been meaning to ask
This
Zell.
whole place appears to
I've
be
read a bit
shrine
about
to
the
Reman.
Hist.
He ended
It sounds
the
like
Akaviri
a,
invasion under
a
mysterious
tree god?
circumstances.
Is that right?
Oh,
If you need
It is a
help
great
drawing
deal
some
more
blood,
complicated than that,
let
Remy.
me know.
Oh, well, yes, of course, I didn't mean to. I mean,
coming to
I
life.
should have worded it better.
Don't worry. No offense, Nathan. I can tell you're coming from a place of genuine curiosity. It can be quite difficult for an
First to
outsider
set foot in
comprehend.
Skyhaven
Perhaps
Temple.
you'd like to
Akaviri
explain it.
bas-reliefs, almost entirely intact.
This place is astonishing.
Amazing. You can see how the Akaviri craftsmen were beginning to embrace the more flowing Nordic style.
We're here for Alduin's wall, right, Esbern?
Yes, of course. We'll have more time to look around later, I suppose. Let's see what's up ahead. Shaw's bones, here it is. Alduin's wall, so well preserved, huh? I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Akaviri sculptural relief.
Esbern, we need information, not a lecture on art history.
Yes. Let's see what we have. Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the dragon cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the wall. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord tongues, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it.
Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
No, I've never heard of anything like that.
I was afraid you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice.
What do you have against the Greybeards?
If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards?
Don't worry, I'm not afraid of my own power.
Good. The Greybeards can teach you a lot, but don't let them turn you away from your destiny. You're Dragonborn, and you're the only one who can stop Alduin. Don't forget it.
I'd better go see what Arngeir knows about this shout.
Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look, in the third panel, the prophecy which brought the
I don't know if I'm
Akaviri
thinking about
to
asking Arngeir about this shout.
in search of the Dragonborn.
It seems like something he'll be
Here are
angry
the
at us for.
Akaviri, the blades. You see
You
their
won't let him
distinctive
shout at
nostrils.
me, right?
No.
Delphine is starting to get on my nerves a bit. She clearly has an idea of what she thinks is right, and does not want to consider anything else. Her ideological disagreements with the Greybeards is evidently clouding her judgment. She also seems to be ordering you around. Am I mistaken in thinking she's supposed to be taking orders from you? I thought the Blades were meant to be the servants of the Dragonborn, rather than the Dragonborn being a tool of the Blades. If we want to defeat Alduin, we will need the aid of both the Greybeards and the Blades, but Delphine seems reluctant to accept that. We should speak to Arngeir about this shout. Hopefully he is able to see the greater picture here.
Yes, you're right.
I suspect Narasa already paid for delivery, but here's some extra gold from me.
Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use. Serve House Redoran, or serve no one.
What is the deal with the letter?
Ah, right. As I expect you heard, that was a courier from House Redoran. The letter is from an associate of mine, Nerasa. She lives in Blacklight. She has arranged for a Guar merchant to meet with me, here in SKYRIM. Not too far from the border.
Nerasa.
Her name is Nerasa Serrano. She is a lawman in House Redoran. She serves Vermaya Serethi, Councillor of House Redoran and granddaughter of Ethan Serethi. Nerasa is one of my associates in Blacklight. I met her a few years back, and she has been my go-to person for Redoran matters.
Vermaya Serethi.
You haven't heard of her, I suppose. Ethan Serethi, her grandfather, is the protagonist in the book The Hope of the Redoran. Interestingly, that is what they have started calling Vermaya as well. Many figure she's itching for the Archmaster position. She spends a surprising amount of time cracking down on the worship of the Almsevi. Personally, I think Almsevi worshippers are harmless scapegoats that Vermaya is simply using to advance her position. I don't like her much. She is extremely opposed to House Telvanni, and looks for any weakness to take advantage of.
Where are we headed exactly?
Refugees Rest. It is right near the northern border to Morrowind. Windhelm isn't too far away from it. We should probably start heading there as soon as possible. I wouldn't want to leave someone waiting around in those frozen wastes.
No need for pleasantries, Telvanni. Let's do what we came here to do.
Ah, yes, the Guar business. I had almost forgotten. Do you mind if I examine it for just a moment?
Go ahead. My Guar are the finest there are.
Beautiful creatures, aren't they? I would like to see if this harness I made fits. Do you mind?
Go on, but you're testing my patience, Telvanni.
Let's see then. This on like that. Tighten that there. And I think we're good. What do you think?
Looks a bit tight, but otherwise it is fine. What the? Hey! Where did my Guar go, you filthy fetcher?
Back to Morrowind if things went correctly.
What? Why in Boethiah's name would you do that?
For practicality, mainly.
What? You bring back that Guar right now.
All in due time, Sergio. Now, payment for the Guar. I believe you and Nerasa agreed upon 1,000 gold, correct?
What? Yes, we did. But I don't have the Guar anymore. Bring it back here.
Does it matter, you fool? I'm buying the Guar from you now. It won't be your problem anymore.
Huh? No, I suppose not.
Here, 1,000 gold. Oh, and another 200 for the trouble.
Good. I can finally leave this frozen wasteland.
Safe travels. Ah, look who's back. Well, it would seem I have come into possession of a Guar.
What was that all about?
The teleportation thing? Well, as I told you, I had a few concerns if I were to have my own mount. Practicality was one of them, and proper care was the other.
And how does teleportation solve this?
I sent a few letters to Morrowind. One of them had a propylon attached. That letter was headed to Lothanis.
You teleported the Gar to Vela Orin.
Oh, gods no. Vela has no clue how to tend to a Guar. The propylon went to Braylin in Dalen, a Guar herder in town. I befriended him over some Thaylul. That Mer came to love that stuff. I got him in touch with the brewery. He now also runs a little shop selling Thelul in Lothanis, alongside tending his guar. Speaking of which...
What is this?
Thelul. I asked Braylon to confirm the guar had made it to Lothanis by having him plant a bottle on it. Whenever I'm not in need of the guar, it will stay with Braylon. I can trust he will give it the utmost care. The special harness I made will bring the guar to me, or Braylon, whenever I choose to. I believe that only leaves one last consideration.
And that is?
A name. I was of a mind to name it Kiko, but I wanted to know if you perhaps had a better idea.
Kiko sounds like a great name.
Yes, I think so too. Glad you agree. I'll send Kiko back to Lothanis for now. Whenever you hop on a mount, I'll bring him back.
What's that in your hand?
I've been holding on to this for some time now.
What is it?
That is a propylon. They are used for teleportation. It acts as an anchor, allowing me to teleport to it using my ring. It used to sit in Tel Sul. We each got our own ring connected to a propylon to allow us to easily return to the tower. I brought it with me when I left Lothanis. If you hold on to that propylon, I will be able to teleport to you at any time. Just talk to me using Ruby.
Very useful, Zelzaz.
Definitely. Now, back to what we were doing.
What is that thing, Zell?
A guar? I feel quite certain you've seen it before.
Have I? I suppose I might have. Although I think I'd remember. Maybe. Probably.
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn.
I need to learn the shout used to defeat Alduin.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
Does it matter?
Yes. For matters of such gravity, we need to know where you stand, or who you stand with.
Who I stand with is my business.
If you wish to stand alone, so be it. If you wish for our help, you will answer my question. Where did you learn of a shout used to defeat Alduin?
It was recorded on Alduin's wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bound. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
Zelzaz, do you remember that potion I had you try?
The Blades just want to defeat Alduin, don't you?
What I want is irrelevant.
Dinner potion?
This shout was
You put
used
rock
once
water
before,
eggs
was
in
it
it as well
not?
as
And
white
here we
caps,
are
right?
again.
There wouldn't
Have
be
you
any
considered that
external ingredient
Alduin
can
was
salvage
not
that
meant
potion,
to be
I'm afraid.
defeated?
What you
Those
could have
who
done
overthrew
is
him
add
in
bear
ancient
claws instead of
times
white cap.
only postponed
And
the
if you
day
had one
of
head,
reckoning.
a boar tusk.
They did not stop it.
It would have
The
resulted in a
world is
potion
meant
that
to
keeps you
end.
healthy and your
So
sword
be
arm
it.
strong.
Let it end
Bear
and
claws
be
aren't very
reborn.
tasty.
Alchemy isn't about what tastes good. It's about what works. If you want to combine things that will taste good, become a chef. The two skills complement each other
So you
greatly.
won't help me?
I think the best potion
No,
would taste
not
good
now.
and be effective.
Not until
Surely
you
a
return
master
to the
alchemist
path
like
of
you
wisdom.
could accomplish that?
Is that a challenge, Remy?
Wouldn't think such a simple task would be a challenge for you, Zell. Or would it?
The task itself is hardly simple. However, I would easily be able to accomplish it.
Well then, oh Master Alchemist.
Dragonborn.
I'll be waiting.
Wait. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty.
If you think
The decision
elves
whether
are
or
arrogant,
not
then
to
you
help
should meet
you
Amaoma.
is not mine to
Fish
make.
elves think they are the cream of the crop. They always talk about how their beloved Orgnum will have our heads one day.
So, can you teach me this shout?
No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is
Some people
called
find it boring,
Dragonrend,
but I like
but its words of
research
power
notes.
are unknown to us.
It's like a game.
We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice.
I thought you knew all the words of power.
But not Dragonrend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you.
What's so bad about Dragonrend?
It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
If the shout is lost, how can I defeat Alduin?
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
Who is Paarthurnax?
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
I need to speak to Paarthurnax then.
You weren't ready. You still aren't ready. But, thanks to the blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer.
Why haven't I met Paarthurnax yet?
He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
Ow! Do you have any healing salve? I may have sliced my finger while trying to adjust Scrap's gears.
How do I get to the top of the mountain to see him?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. You my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well.
Clear skies,
Clear
huh?
skies will
That
blow
shout
away
seems
the
like it
mist.
will be very useful
only
whenever
for
that
a
damn
time.
snowing starts.
The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.